Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. Well, under Governor Jay Inslee's new announcement, 50 more schools across Washington will now start offering COVID testing. Overall, there are 22 districts in eastern Washington starting testing, including 9 right here in Spokane County.
So with the school year now beginning half over, this is part of a push for more in-person learning. Our Amanda Rowley is live with the latest reactions from a local school district. Amanda.
Good evening, Tom and Whitney. Yeah, Republic School District is one of the several Eastern Washington school districts that got approved for COVID-19 testing within its district. Now, it started the school year with in-person learning, but allowed students to choose to stay home and learn from school. And about 30% of their students opted for that this year. Now, Superintendent Kevin Young told me this afternoon there has been only 2 cases of COVID-19 in its small school district since the beginning of the school year. And while Republic School District has taken several steps to ensure the well-being of its students, Young says he is glad the district will now have an additional way to monitor and protect the health of its students.
If we can eliminate some of those barriers and have parents and students deal with people they're familiar with and a safe, trusting environment, it's going to really help be more efficient, and I think get more people to get tested, to have more people willing to be tested.
Now, Republic is still in the planning stages of setting up COVID-19 testing in its district, and it's working closely with Tri-County Health District on this. But Young says having a smaller school district may be to its advantage, meaning testing may be a bit more manageable for a smaller district rather than a larger school district with all those extra students. And of course, he mentioned in that soundbite there of just having the accessibility, more accessible testing to the families within his school district. Tom, Whitney.
And Amanda, we know this means great things for districts big and small, others that are also here closer to Spokane. What have you heard from those districts about what this means for them?
Yeah, actually, I reached out to all the nearby districts that in Eastern Washington that are approved for that COVID-19 testing. I did hear back from Cheney as well as the Meade School District, and they're saying what a lot of other districts are saying right now. They're in the early stages. In fact, Cheney and Meade just had their preliminary meetings on what their plans will look like moving forward and implementing this testing. So we can expect here soon to get more information on what those plans will look like moving forward. Reporting in downtown Spokane tonight, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Thank you, Amanda. Well, good news for lots of parents is now more kids are going to in-person learning. Well, the Washington Department of Health is taking over operations at the Spokane Arena mass vaccination site. Right now, though, Chaz Health is still in charge, but DOH will take full control of operations starting March 1st. But starting next week, the DOH will direct scheduling, operations, and priorities, with the statewide priority to have people fully vaccinated. Most of next week's appointments at the arena will be dedicated to giving people their second shot of the Moderna vaccine. And then as vaccine quantities increase, more first doses will also be available. And when it comes to getting vaccines to the homeless, community, and shelter staff, they say progress is being made there too.
I'm pretty confident that we got a good amount of those people who currently fit the criteria. There are still a lot of community members who don't currently fit the criteria, but we will not be vaccinating until the phases open based off of DOH guidance.
And when it comes to variant strains of COVID-19 that we've been hearing about, Interim Health Officer Dr. Frank Velasquez said today that there are no new confirmed variant strains yet in Spokane.
Now, according to the CDC, the winter storms all across the nation will cause widespread delays of vaccine shipments, especially over the next few days. The weather brought a tornado, for example, to Brunswick County, North Carolina. It killed at least 3 people there. Texans are dealing with yet another night of record low temperatures in the single digits. Millions there shivering in the cold and the dark. The electrical grid there just is not able to keep up with demand.
And here in Spokane, Chaz Health is no exception to weather delays. They will be tracking the shipment and making adjustments as needed if they do not receive vaccines by tomorrow. tomorrow at Providence. All second dose appointments for today were rescheduled to Monday, the 22nd. And those who have vaccine appointments at Holy Family Hospital tomorrow should be checking their email for updates later today.
And in Washington, about 2 million counterfeit 3M N95 masks are now being investigated by Homeland Security. They were distributed to about 40 hospitals across the state. All of the masks have now been pulled from the shelves. They are not being used. That's according to the Washington State Hospital Association. Now, they had mostly not been used already, and now they're being tested as well. So far, they appear to be good, although official results are still pending. Federal agents seized more than 10 million counterfeit masks in the last few weeks. All right, let's talk about the sunshine that we all experienced.
Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
It put a smile on my face first thing this morning. You know, I'm groping for the coffee and I'm tired. I'm like, wait, it's really beautiful out there.
Gosh, that was a mirror image of my morning. And then I look out the window and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the blue sky, the sun, and then that brilliant white snow. It was great. Here's a look at the headlines so far. Again, we'll look for partly cloudy skies tonight and overnight. Some areas will become foggy through tomorrow morning. And then I've got snow again Thursday night and Friday, but by the weekend we start warming up. We'll see temperatures climb into the low 40s by the time Sunday rolls around, and I think we could see a little bit of rain activity then. Right now we're at 33 degrees. The wind has shifted direction now. It's out of the north at 8 miles per hour, and again you can still see those partly cloudy skies out there, but we're not seeing much in the way of snow. So day planner forecast calling for a cold one again tonight, down to about 19, should get up to 36 tomorrow. About dinner time, or certainly by the time we get into the mid-evening hours, I think snow will develop across the area and then continue through Friday morning. For the weekend, dry on Saturday and then rain or snow on Sunday with a daytime high of 41, tracking even warmer temperatures for Monday and Tuesday of next week. So I'll run down that forecast for you in a few minutes.
Looking forward to those details, Tom. Thank you. Well, today, Spokane City crews still working around the clock to get that full city plow completed. They're plowing the main roads as well as the residential streets, and you can keep track of their progress online. You see some purple lines there. That means crews are working on and monitoring those areas. The green portions, which are getting considerably bigger even since yesterday, that means snow removal there is complete. The blue areas mean they're working on it right now, and red, which it doesn't see any, I don't see any more red now, but if you did, that means that that area is coming up next. And to track the status of this full city plow, just go to KREM.com.
Yeah, I saw them out yesterday too, and it was just great. Almost driving in tandem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, they're getting it done.
They are getting it done, and their families are being left alone right now. They're working lots of overtime, so thank you very much, because everyone's doing their fair share here on this one, right? All right, it is time for the KREM Who Do You Love campaign. It only takes a minute, and you can help win money for your favorite charity. So coming up after the break, we'll let you know how this contest works.